I don't want to leave this issue without looking at the bigger picture. This is an opportunity for the board to make a decision on who's going to provide leadership for this part of the building. And when I say leadership, I don't mean just deciding on when we're going to have it open, or just I can give you a list in my mind of things that are needed in the fitness center, but we don't have anybody responsible to provide leadership in that area. I'm not ready to talk about the fitness center right now, but I'm looking at this and I'm going, this is the exact same thing. We need to make a decision from now for the next 20 years, who's going to provide leadership for the gathering room and the game room. Who's going to come to the board and go, we want this, we want this, we want this on the wall, we want a fan here, we want that. I just don't want to leave this without driving that point.
I think that's a good point. And that's really what I was asking Susie when I asked the question. Is that a responsibility, permanent like?
Absolutely. I mean, it can't fall under any other committee. I would think that activities is the natural committee for it to be under.
Because the clubhouse committee is going to be disbanded.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I think we have agreement on that.
Is that a given that the clubhouse committee is going to go away?
That's been the plan.
Yeah, I'm trying to recruit that whole group over to mine.
Okay, all right. The reason I bring that up is that a lot of the budget, OA's budget, was submitted by the clubhouse committee for improvements, continued improvements for the clubhouse for next year.
Right.
So, but if they're going to go away and you're going to pick it up, great.
Cracks at the mission statement.
Okay,
Allows
fine.
for this all about
As
now.
long as it doesn't fall through the cracks, that's all I'm concerned about.
And we have to revise the emission statement.
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
So where does this leave us with what we have here, with what Ray needs with?
Well, I think
Schedule,
Ray needs some
close.
short-term direction, at least until the next board meeting, when we might consider this in more detail. But I would like to direct Ray to find a way to keep this open through the next board meeting until we know we can make a decision perhaps in what we want to do long term.
With the same hours you've been operating since the
No, we want to change the hours because the whole game changes when kids go back to school. Somebody proposed some hours down there.
4 to 8 on weekdays.
We could staff it with our current staff, with the understanding they'd be doing everything for 4 hours a day. So
Let's just get with the hours we proposed.
I was proposing 4 to 8 Monday through Friday, and then 1 to 8 on Saturday and 1 to 6 on, and 1 to 6 on Sunday, which is the hours that it's open now. But
What was the Saturday hours you just said?
1 to 8 and Sunday 1 to 6. Those two are what they're open now, right? But, I mean, I included that in my calculation. But my calculation for the $6,500 was for the period of time between Memorial Day and Labor Day that they wanted to close it. It wasn't for the full year.
So that would mean that during the day in the summer, during the school time, it would not be open?
Until
So,
No. 4 to 8.
We're not gonna.
But, you know, I mean, people are at work, people are at school.
In the morning, the adults can take care of themselves, we hope, if they've got the key to get in. So we don't need anything until the kids get out of school.
You know.
We're not talking about the fitness center now. The fitness center does not change in any way. That's 5 in the morning till 10 at night every day, right? Something like that, right? This is just the youth facility, the game.
What about, does that mean that?
Wait a minute. Why are we continuing to call that the youth facility? I mean, there are adults that want to use some of this equipment also.
It's the game
They don't need to, why can't they come in the middle of the day
that's what I
with a
was
pass
getting at,
card
yeah.
anytime they want? I don't
So
understand
like if
this.
a stay-at-home mom with a
Right.
3-year-old wants to come in, she can't come until 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
That was
ridiculous.
what I was getting
Yeah,
at.
I just don't.
The building's open, it's not staffed until 4 to 8, but there's still access for stay-at-home moms or broken down retired board members.
I would like for it to be open all the time too. It's just that what I was trying to do here was get something that we could, so we could at least have it open part of the time.
Well, I think we're all assuming that 4 to 8 and the 1 to 8, 1 to 6 are the hours that are gonna be most able to have vandalism if there's nobody there. So it's probably safe to say if we staff it at those hours with a paid staff person that will be there, not a volunteer, we're good. So maybe the gaps, which is what I was talking about, we can fill with volunteers like
For
stay-at-home
special events.
moms and such.
For special
So-
events,
Yeah, or, you know, but a game room during the day, even for stay-at-home parents that are here during the day that wanna,
Well, they could sign
Use
out
it.
keys,
Right.
maybe through the front
Yeah.
office, yeah. They would take responsibility for the tournament.
That sounds good.
So my hearing that the board is going to close this facility on the day after Labor Day and open it only in the hours of 4 to 8 during the week.
Only provide supervision.
No, that's not,
That's not what
that
he
wasn't,
said.
that wasn't what I said.
Nope.
That wasn't what I said.
That's the point though.
But that's the point, exactly. You got right there. Are we on the verge of agreeing that this place is locked and unavailable for anyone's use other than from 4 to 8 on weekends or on weekdays after Labor Day?
unless I can quickly
Can
get a
we change it and
volunteer
say
staff
something
together.
like, for children, adult supervision is required at other times than 4 to 8 from these dates? I mean,
That doesn't always.
I don't want to lock this place down.
I think, I guess, you know, we spent an awful lot of money making this the central place of this community.
John, you obviously have a whole new concept here. Why don't you flesh it out for us?
I guess my concept is that the door is open from 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock, and from the hour, and it's unattended until 4 o'clock.
I think that's a bad mistake, John. To have this building open without no supervision,
We have trouble.
I think that is just gonna lead to disaster in a very short time. I really,
Okay.
I think that if you could augment that by having special events through the activities committee, you know, if they're gonna have an event or have just a supervision from 5 to 1 to 5, they come sign out the key. There's
Yeah,
some
but
accountability.
that's not what I'm thinking about at all. On numerous occasions, I've driven down Route 50 in the morning, and you can't even get in McDonald's because there's a lot of us old timers sitting in there having our coffee and sitting around the table and just reading the newspaper and talking about the ball games. And I had envisioned this place is kind of becoming something like that, where a bunch of us old timers could come over here in the morning after we get out of bed, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
So I can count on you as a volunteer.
I'm just,
John,
yeah, I'm just saying,
He all by himself.
why wouldn't this be a great place to let the people like that who have time on their hands gather?
Go ahead, David. You have a comment.
Yeah, I mean, I thought one of the concepts was, when we went with the proximity card pass thing that identified who the member was who was coming into the facility at any hour. If there was damage, we'd know who was in the facility. So, you know, I just don't see, I think we should try to be a little more open than you're implying.
I just chose you.
We have adults that live here and, you know, want to use the facility during the week. You know, we're gonna have a pool table down there. Some people might want to go shoot pool, adults. You know, they might want to go down and read a book in the middle of the day or have coffee with some friends. Let's meet at the clubhouse.
Yeah, because if we
I
close
just
it,
hate
we're
to
cutting
see
off
us
the line.
lock it down like that. I just,
Dave, make a proposal. It sounds good to you.
Well, I will, since it's under activities. I propose that we try to man it the hours that she said, 4 to 8 Monday through Friday, 1 to 8 on Saturday, 1 to 6 on Sunday. And then I will try to put something together with the activities group to have volunteers at least be around to monitor the building, in the very least,
Outside of those hours.
outside of those hours, and we'll play it by ear and see how it goes. I mean, if we come in after the first week of school and hooligans have skipped school and decided to tear this place up, we've gotta go down another road. But I think we should,
So how would they would check out a key at the office and then they would be
I don't
responsible?
know, let me take it to the activities people who, I'm not using it, I don't know. I wanna take it to the moms that are stay at home, the people that are retired that are here, that are gonna be my volunteers. That, you know, let me take it to them and see, because, you know, if it's doable, let's try to be a little bit more looser than tighter, and then we can always pull back the reins. It's easier to pull it back than I think to completely take it away, you know what I mean?